Hey guys, welcome back to another Ohio 1v1 in Skibidi Toilet FFA video.
Where's Ollie with the motherfucking dog?
Anyways guys, today we're going to talk about this silly tab right here called the Discovery tab. And we're going to talk about its history, its downfall, and how it is now today, which isn't any better. Well, first of all, you might be wondering, what's wrong with the Discovery tab? Well, yeah guys, do you think that map should be, the one I just showed on screen, should be getting 4K plays, even though it has the FNAF movie poster on it? Yeah, I didn't think so. Now, the question you may be asking, how did this type of stuff start? Well, it all happened way back when they first added the Discovery tab. The Discovery tab was first added in Chapter 2, Season 7, one of the best seasons in my opinion. A lot of things were going on at the time, and basically, creative was evolving, and it was getting in a better spot that it had been in a while. Like, we were finally getting galleries again, stuff like that. Fortnite was evolving at the time, and was continuing to evolve. One of these new changes was the Discovery tab, where players could publish their maps and pray to get featured. Back then, this was before all the chaos, good maps were actually getting put into the Discovery tab. Epic even changed up how submission worked, so your map could get featured. You could add thumbnails and a video. But unfortunately, stuff would soon lead to disaster. When there's money involved in anything, people will abuse it, especially in the Fortnite community.
What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's video we have to talk about a very interesting predicament that's been going on just all over the internet recently when it comes to one of Fortnite's most problematic changes recently. And the reason I say problematic is not because of it being a bad change. Personally, I enjoy the Discovery tab, which is the change we're talking about. I like the new UI for it. However, it's the way Epic Games has been handling it and how they've actually been putting maps on the Discovery tab. And I know it's a very weird topic for a video, it's just talking about a Discovery tab where it shows people's creative maps, but the reason why is because recently we've been seeing a surge of people basically cheating the algorithm pretty much in order to...
Now, I show you this clip because this is a key moment in the beginning of the Discovery tab. This is how it began, how the abuse began. People would just basically rip off the pit and then change the colors a bit. Now, as to why they were doing this, obvious, it's money. If you get this popular in Discover, you're gonna make some money. Even back then, like, if people used your code while in the map, this was when support a creator device was a thing. If people used your code, more and more people use your code, you were still making money. So these maps, even though there was no amount of plays, like it was showing how many people, back then it didn't show how many people were playing the map. So essentially, I mean, these people were still making a lot of money, and the way the people were cheating, in my theory is they were getting loads and loads of players to play their map, which was causing it to get in Discovery. Now, you see, back then, the Discovery was still in its early phase. So, obviously, I'm pretty sure this is how Epic did it. They would promote the most popular maps and the most good maps. Now, this abuse that was going on was only temporary. Epic soon fixed this, and you saw a lot less more of these maps. But this was only the first of many times this type of thing would happen. The next came when Epic added the Accolades device. The Accolades device was added at the tail end of Chapter 2, Season 8. And let's just say it was pretty broken. People were getting level 1000 when it was first added, and it got disabled for a little bit. But this original XP glitch, which was actually an XP glitch, would kickstart a lot of these XP glitch type maps. Now, I'm not going to show you much footage, but I'll show you what happens if you type in XP glitches. This is what you would see a lot on like TikTok and YouTube Shorts. I think some of you might remember these types of videos where they would basically tell you, play my map, there's an XP glitch in it. And this would trick a lot of players into playing their map and would get a lot of maps into Discover. And these maps were never really good. They were usually red versus blue clones, 1v1 clones, a lot of clones. Clone Trooper reference. Anyways, these maps would only get you like 4 levels, and that was about it. They were just abuses of XP, I guess. But what this was doing was making a lot of good maps slip through the cracks. And no one really cared. If you made a really good map, and say a YouTuber saw it, then it would probably get on Discover and get promoted and get retweeted by Fortnite. But if you made a really good map and no YouTuber was talking about it and no one really cared, well, unfortunately your map is not going to get any plays. And it still is like this today. It still is, unfortunately. But we'll get to that. So these XP glitch maps would go along all the way through Chapter 3. There still are some today. It's not as obvious, but they're still there. Like, if you saw the clip I showed you before, there were still some people uploading about XP glitches. But it became really obvious to me what was going on when Fortnite, in Chapter 3, Season 4, released the Chrome Punk skin. Me personally, I despise this skin. Now, it's not a bad looking skin, but the reason why I despise it is when it first came out. Hold on, I have to explain this first. You had to gain 50 levels to get the Chrome Punk skin. So you can probably guess what happened to the Discovery tab. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of it, but
Fortnite is releasing this free skin called Chrome Punk, but you'll have to grind levels to unlock him. So here's the best XP map for when he's added. Once you load in, go behind the vault and interact with this button. Press the AFK button to start getting XP and then return to the arena. Now go on top of the vault, build 7 floors out, and interact for another room.
This guy was just promoting another person's map. I'm pretty sure I'm fine to use this footage. Hey dude, if you're watching this, I'm just trying to make this video for a good cause. I'm not, please don't copyright. Anyways, obviously with the new Chrome Punk skin, what do you think map creators were gonna do? A, do nothing, or B, spam it all over Discovery tab. Obviously, they spammed it all over the Discovery tab. People back then would advertise as like, oh, if you play this map, you will unlock this. Which was kinda true, but it would basically turn the entire Discovery tab into YouTube clickbait, but in Fortnite. That's essentially what was going on. It was the modern day clickbait, now added to Fortnite. Luckily, it did stop eventually. I forget how it stopped, but it just stopped. And even when Epic released another one of those free skins you can get with XP, people just stopped doing that for some reason. I can't figure out why, but it was basically over with after Chrome Punk. And after that, Discovery tab was mostly the same, up until a silly Unreal editor for Fortnite got added. In my opinion, Unreal Editor was the Order 66 of Fortnite. Basically, if you were under 18 or your account was set to Parent or Guardian on the Supporter Creator website, Epic basically fucked you over and said, fuck you, get out of our game, stop making maps. And there were a lot of good people lost in the process. Like Dude Creates was one of them. She couldn't publish anymore. A lot of people couldn't publish, but if you had your account as an 18 plus account, you were basically fine. You're basically set. But that's something I would talk about in another video. If we hit like 23 likes, I'll make a video on how UEFN ruined a lot of creators. But there were some positives when UEFN came out, but there weren't that many positives about it. Because I think it mostly benefited popular content creators and spam maps / clickbait maps.
There.
The map you're seeing right now is a map called Only Up. In my opinion, it wasn't a good map. The creator seemed like a nice guy. He's not like the other people with these spam maps. who basically would cheat their way, and a lot of people felt the map wasn't that good, but that didn't stop the map from getting a shit ton of play. Now this map had as many plays as a BR game mode. This map, which looked like it was put together in about 2 days, was essentially getting the amount of plays a BR game mode gets, which is like 100K. And bro, whoever made the map, I think I saw him on Twitter once, is probably a fucking rich ass motherfucker now, because he got so many plays. Now, why was he getting plays? Well, it's for one reason. If the last clip wasn't so obvious, content creators were eating it up. It wasn't just Nick A30, it was other content creators too. And these people have a lot of little Timmies watching them. And what do these little Timmies do? They go and play the map because they see their favorite creator playing the map. Why were content creators playing the map? Well, it's simple. There was an actual only up game that was released at the time. And like all indie games do, most of the time, they're trending. So obviously someone makes a map of only up and it just kind of blows up because all content creators are playing it. So content creators are benefiting from it too, and which leads to the map getting a lot of plays. Well, this isn't necessarily a problem. Some other maps would kind of abuse this, and we're seeing this now. And this thing wasn't new to Fortnite. This type of thing where content creators were playing a map and people were playing it. This isn't the first time this has happened. Hell, this type of stuff would happen even before the Discovery tab was a thing. This map you're seeing currently is called BHE. Now I pulled up this random video just so you can see the map, and you can see it's not that good. The person playing it is really good, like you can see him triple editing, stuff like that. But this map got popular. Why? Because every single YouTuber was playing this map. Like, you'd see a lot of those videos. Anyone remember those videos where it's like, I 1v1'd a default, or this guy was bullying a default and it turned out to be a renegade raider? Yeah, this was the type of the map. This was the map that was seen in those videos. So this map spread. It even got into the summer event. Now I'm not sure what BHE means, but it was called BHE Build Fights, and apparently it was made by some random guy who just uploaded a map and it just happened to get popular. Good on him, but this map is not that good. It's literally two ramps and just a bunch of floors, some space barriers, stuff like that. But everyone, I remember everyone was playing this map. Everyone was playing this map. It was all because content creators influenced people to play this map. That's why content creators are sometimes called influencers, because they can influence maps. Hell, this kind of stuff would happen even before creative. You ever wonder why so many people use a certain type of a certain skin? Well, it's because usually their favorite content creator wears it, or their favorite competitive player wears it. So they think, naturally, these little Timmies think they can be just like them. And that's what happened. Now that you guys know the history of the Discovery tab, it's time to talk about its current state. Not much has changed. Literally nothing. There are now maps that content creators are making themselves, like Cypher PK's map, was it Rocket Wars, which, I mean, it's okay, I guess. I mean, it's still goated, but a little bit better, I mean, but that map gets a lot of plays, because Cypher PK has a lot of fans, like, about 7 mil, and obviously they're all gonna play, and especially if he does like a V-Buck giveaway or something like that. Cypher PK is a good YouTuber and all, but as an example. The other thing is, some of these influencers will only get mad at some of these spam maps when it affects them. If it doesn't affect them, they won't react. Say if Cypher PK's map did not get ripped off by one of those spam maps, he probably would have never posted about it. He would have probably never cared. But when it hit, they only care when it affects them. Anyways, knowing all that, has much changed with the Discovery tab? I say no. It's gotten way worse. Maps that are not good at all are getting 34, or like, you know what, just really, a lot of these maps are getting a lot of plays, like 34K plays. Like people will play maps if they see their favorite content creator playing the map. Now, is this really a bad thing? Sometimes it's good, because sometimes good maps will get promoted. Like that one, was it that Hunt Battle Royale, Hunger Games Battle Royale, by that one person, Denny, who I think is a pedophile. Anyways, I think that map's good. I just don't think the person who made it is really that good. Like, you can like a map, but not like the person who made it, you know? Like, you gotta separate art from the person. Anyways, basically, maps that are cheaply made and not good are usually the ones to do well and discover. Now, what can be done about this on Epic's part? If you really think hard about this, if you use your brain cells, if you actually use your fucking brain cells, you can think like Epic and put yourself in their shoes. So, here's their fear. They're afraid if they end up removing all these maps, that people will not play the game, because most of the Fortnite community is not the people who complain about every single map on Twitter. That's not the majority of the Fortnite community. That's the majority of the Fortnite creative community. The general Fortnite community, not creative, not including creative, is mostly little kids. Gen Alphas, to be exact. Who like Skibidi Toilet and stuff like that. But you can't really complain about Gen Alpha that much, because Gen Z and all the Gen Z was no different. I mean, we liked maps that were, or not maps, we liked videos on YouTube that the millennials didn't like. You could probably take the same thing and apply it to Gen Z and Gen Alpha, because Gen Alpha, you know, they like different things, and it might seem cringe to us, but for a kid who's, you know, seeing Skibidi Toilet on the Discovery tab, obviously they're gonna click that map because they see their favorite Skibidi Dope 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 Yes 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 character or whatever, because they're promoted in the Discovery tab. When they get promoted and people see them, they're gonna play them. That's the other way maps get plays, if they like it. So if Epic suddenly removes all these maps, their fear is most of the fan base is gonna leave. And that's not the only reason why they don't want to get rid of these maps. If they get rid of these maps, some good creators might actually get caught in the crossfire. It happened with YouTube. Let's go back to 2017 for a second here. Remember all that YouTube Kids type stuff that was going on with Spider-Man and Elsagate? Y'all remember that? If you don't know, it was basically where people would make videos of Spider-Man and Elsa, let's just say doing some not so kid-friendly stuff, and it was promoted towards kids, which caused YouTube to get rid of them, obviously. But there were some good creators who were actually caught in the crossfire. Take SML, for example. They would upload really funny plush videos, and all of a sudden, YouTube started attacking them because they saw kid-friendly characters doing not so kid-friendly things. But that channel was more for adults, if anything, and teens. It was not meant for children. But that didn't stop children from watching it, so I don't know. It was really not meant for them. And some other creators, some other content creators were affected. Like, I don't really know many, like, off name, but I assure you, If you look up one of these documentaries, they'll mention some creators who were caught in the crossfire. Now, the same thing might happen to Fortnite if they were to try to get rid of all these maps. The same thing will happen. A bunch of good creators will get caught in the crossfire while they try to take down these skibbity toilet type maps. And that's essentially what would happen. That's why Epic hasn't done anything, and they probably won't. So, in fact, they have done some stuff already, but it's not enough. So then, how can we solve this? Well, there's one thing you can do, and take my advice. If there's any little Timmies watching this, any like Gen Alphas, Gen Z, or whatever, just general Fortnite community, hear me out. It's pretty simple. If you see a map, if you see any map that you don't like, just simply don't play it. If you see a skibbity toilet map, don't play it. It's pretty simple. And it goes for you too, content creators. Don't promote maps that aren't good. Don't make maps just because for the money. It might be a lot of money, but you're actually doing more harm to the Fortnite ecosystem than anything. You're doing more harm to the community than anything. Promoting any of these types of maps is bad, and you shouldn't do it. Even if you're hating on the map on like Twitter or X as it's now called, you're still promoting the map. Just even if you hate on it and show the map, you hate the map, your negative reception is still good reception towards these maps, and they still will get plays because people will hate play it, saying, "Oh yeah, this map is so bad. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna go check it out." You're still giving the motherfucking money. Don't play the map. Don't talk about it. Don't even mention that it exists. And that's the way we can possibly finally take down these maps. They will still show up, but they won't be as bad if you simply don't talk about them. Now, anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I randomly had an idea, and I decided to make it a video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed, and make sure to get to 23 likes, and I'll talk about how UEFN was basically the Order 66 of Fortnite. Anyways, guys, peace out. The video is done. Now, it is time. The day of reckoning is upon us. You will all cease to exist fully. Even though you can come back, I will light you guys on fire. You will no longer exist in any reality. Wait a minute, where's Mario? Homie, listen to me. Wake up. Oh, wait, what happened? We need to get out of here. I'm about to shift out any moment. And also, stay tuned for the Paradigm Shift Part 2 on the old channel. If you even like plushies, you probably don't. Anyways, Mario, we need to go. Alright, are we about to shoot?